Hello guys, welcome to my next YouTube video. This is a post-game commentary of the game I played 2 days ago. It was during Tuesday, and I played with Tier 9 Japanese destroyer Yugumo. So let's go directly into the battle, right? Yeah. So I spawned on the near the Charlie cap. So I decided, okay, let's go. Let's try to actually manage try to fight around the Charlie, and basically I stayed around the Charlie the whole game because soon you will see that basically majority of the enemy team will be around Charlie in the beginning of the game, and they will be pushing quite hard. So in the beginning, I thought like, all right, there are some radar ships like two Stalingrad's, Worcester, so I don't want to push into Charlie Cap because that would be really silly, especially when I don't see where the radar ships are, right? So I decided to go around the island and try to spot the enemy ships, and then decide whether I want to go for Charlie or not. You know. In the meantime, you can see that majority of my team is actually on the left side of the map, near the Alpha Cap, or those who were spawned on the right side. They are sailing all to the left side of the map, right? So we have only Jutland currently at Bravo, and other ships are actually like really going to the Alpha. And there was briefly detected the Z-46, and
engine boost deactivated.
I sent my first torpedo salvo at Bravo because there was the closest target based on the radio location skill. So I just tried to torp the enemy destroyer at Bravo, which was the Kitakaze. He was contesting the Bravo. And soon I realized, alright, look at this. I looked at minimap, and I realized that basically the whole enemy team is pushing here on this side. So we will have some troubles to get them, and you can see if you can see like the battleships pushing like crazy here, like really heavily into the cap. That means that really they have huge support on this flank, and they are not afraid to lose some HP, some hit points. So I decided to try to torp in this direction. I won't be able to catch the Georgia because when I was aiming at Georgia, she was quite fast. Here I made a slight mistake. I thought that maybe Georgia could turn right and start to like kiting towards me when I shoot her, but no, she decided to sail straight, and that was a smart move because my torpedoes would never catch her. Because there is also Stalingrad pushing forward, and Worcester, they are be able to radar me for some time, and I received some secondary salvos from the Georgia, and also salvo from Friedrich, from Z, and Luckily, we didn't
Torpedoes to
lose
starboard.
that much hit points. We lost a lot of hit
Ship is on
points,
fire.
but not that much that would
Problem
significantly
solved, sir.
uh, affect us
Concentrate fire on the designated
or
target.
affect our ability to fight with enemy ships. But as you can see, there's only four ships on the left half of the map, right? The Montana, which is in the middle here, and then there have Republic, Neptune, and Stalingrad. There was a Kitakaze also, which actually died. So right now, all my ships which were supporting me here on this flank are kiting away. They started to run away, and I decided, okay, because basically all the ships will start moving here straight forward, and then they will turn to the mid. That I should remain on the right side of the map. So because if I would be following the Moscow Republic, Ibuki, and all the rest of the ships, I would be torping all these people at Charlie from the front. So they had bet chances to dodge my torpedoes, right? But if I remain on the right half of the map, like on the 8, 9, and 10 lines, I will have
Engine boost
much bigger
deactivated.
chance torping any ships, because they will need to they will need to decide whether they want to give broadside to me and eat some torpedoes, or if they will be giving broadside to Republic, Moscow, and all these guys here, right? So right now I'm trying to spam my torpedoes as much as possible, focusing the battleships, and hoping for some hits on those battleships. Uh, it almost passed 7 minutes, and I have already 87,000 damage dealt with Yugumo, which is quite nice value, to be honest. And I already hit 5 torpedoes. Now, I was aiming for Georgia, but the Georgia was able to dodge my torpedoes. But luckily, the Worcester behind Georgia was not paying that much attention, and he ate some torpedoes. The next salvo, my next torpedo salvo is almost ready, and I knew that the Kremlin, there's only one option for him to do, and it's turn right, right. So I was aiming now my next salvos on the Kremlin, because he was giving me juicy broadside, and I knew that I can hit quite nicely my torpedoes on him, and he will eat. I can tell you for sure, he will eat a lot of my torpedoes. And as you know, or as you can see on the minimap, Republic Venezia are already behind the islands, kiting away, and I'm still trying to stay near the Charlie objective, flanking the enemy battleships and trying to uh, really cause huge issues to
Engine
those.
boost activated.
The Kremlin, we hit like 6 torpedoes on the Kremlin, so that was significant damage, and Kremlin was left within like 10 or 14,000 hit points, and now he is being focused by Republic and Venezia. The next ship I want to target is Georgia, because again Georgia is pushing my Republic and Venezia, and she's not paying attention to me, and he is not changing the course. So I sent two salvos for Georgia, and I'm again going back to to 9 line, 10 line. I noticed that the Friedrich de Grosse is pushing me, and he's actually not not trying to push into the middle of the map, but he's somehow forcing me to sail into the corner of the map. Unfortunately, the Georgia was quite fast, and I didn't hit all my torpedoes, but only two. But it's still, she was left with like 1,000 hit points, and it was easy kill for my Republic. And now the Republic and Venezia are starting to focus the Friedrich the Grosse. And still at this point of the game, it was still very uh, well. The game was still not decided fully. We had basically the same number of the ships, or both teams had the same number of teams. And now I'm being focusing the Friedrich because again he was turning away from Republic and giving me broadside, so I was able to hit another set of torpedoes on him, and we were able to get our first kill here. But from now on, I decided, okay, do I want to chase the Stalingrad, and not, or what do I want to do now? And I decided now I'm going to push back to Charlie. I try to cap because I still thought, that, yeah, this is a really even, almost even this game, and we still have. I thought that we will have probably still some chance, and I was thinking that I will cap Charlie, then go for Bravo and try to find the Montana and top the Montana. But unfortunately, my team wasn't able to do much from that point of this game, and they were basically dying. I believe they were able to kill the Zao, but otherwise they will all die. Venezia and the Republic will die to or will be killed by the Stalingrad, and in the end I will be the last ship surviving this battle from my team. I'm going for, as I mentioned, I'm going for the Charlie cab because I thought initially that my team will at least be able to deal with the enemy ships. For example, the Worcester was he healed up, but he was low, quite low, because he ate one torpedo from me, right? The Zao, I believe, also ate some torpedoes from me, so he wasn't full health either. Only the enemy Stalingrad, which was pushing and was in the end killed by the Venezia, didn't eat any torpedoes from me, and unlucky that Venezia was not able to kill the Worcester. The Worcester will survive, and our so we have only the Venezia, Minotaur, and Stalingrad, and the Stalin was able to kill the Minotaur too. So if I remember correctly, the Stalingrad was able to kill the Alsace, the Minotaur, and I believe there was also somewhere the Zao. If what was there, Zao? No, Ibuki. I believe it was Ibuki. So he killed three of our ships, and the Worcester will kill the Venezia, and that left me only as the last surviving teammate. So I won't be dealing any longer any damage. So this is 225,000 damage is the damage I end up with. I scored 15 torpedo hits, caused 6 flooding, and I will have one cap and 1 kill. I was not killing the ships, but you saw that I left like the Kremlin with only 10,000 hit points. So I took him like 90% of the hit points. Also, I left.
Battle ends in 5
What
minutes.
was that? I left the enemy Georgia with 1,000 hit points. I took more than half of hit points from that Worcester. We hit two torpedoes on the Friedrich, and then we finished the Friedrich in later on. So that's it. Here are the results screens. Right, so we without 225,000 damage, hit 15 torpedoes, got 6 floodings, killed 1 ship, and captured one cap. And the next one is we received 1,637 base XP. If this would be when we would receive probably more than 3,000 base XP. But unfortunately, the enemy team was simply better, and we couldn't carry our team. To victory. But still, it was very nice game, and I will continue showing you my Yugumo setup. So here are the upgrades I have on my Yugumo. So first one, main armament modification 1, so we are not losing the torpedo tubes that often. The second one, propulsion modification 1. The third one is the aiming system modification. Fourth one, I'm using propulsion modification 2 because I want to be able to accelerate faster. Then of course on the 5th slot, the concealment system modification 1, and in the 6th slot the torpedo tube modification 3, because the Kagero is the Yugumo is obviously torpedo boat, so there's no point of having any other modification in the 6th slot. And currently I have 17-point captain, and the skill order was this: the preventive maintenance, then the last stand, then I went for torpedo armament expertise, the concealment expert, then I went for radio location. The next one I went for adrenaline rush, and the last skill I will take will be most likely the survivability expert. Because you're the torpedo boat, you don't usually want to smoke yourself up and stay in the smokes too much, so I'm not using superintendent, and so I currently think that the free smokes and the free speed boosters are enough, so I will be going for survivability expert. If because also I went the torpedo armament expertise first before the survivability expert, because I simply trying to play as safe as possible, and just use my torpedoes to to basically spam torpedoes and to deal damage, right? And survivability expert. I'm not trying to fight with the enemy destroyers that often, so the survivability expert wasn't a priority skill for me in this case. And that's basically it. The similar captain, or basically the same captain, I'm using on all the Japanese torpedo boats. I will have the same captain for Shimakaze, also the same captain for Kagero, and so on and so on. So thank you guys for watching my video. If you like it, hit the like button. If you don't like it, subscribe, and see you later, guys. Bye.